Hello, everybody. Never say never. If it can happen, it will happen, or it has happened, or it is happening to someone, somewhere in human history. If it can happen, has happened, or is happening to someone somewhere, it can happen to you. We are all genuine, unique, and special. We are no more genuine, unique, and special than the next person. When we use always or never statements, I'm always unlucky. Bad things always happen to me. I always fail. I always fall short. I'm never good enough. I'm never going to be able to do this. I'm never going to be fill in the blank. That's called black and white thinking. It can be a problem in particular personality disorders, but all personality disorders are simply a manifestation of our natural personalities to such an extreme expression on the gradient of human personality traits that it becomes so severe that it entraps the person and becomes maladaptive to their ability to function well in life and with others. Maladaptive and repetitive ways of being. But they're simply manifestations of normal character traits in all of our personalities. The world is not either or. It's both and. It's maybe, possibly, could be, might be. If not for you, then for someone else. But if it's possible for someone else, you are not excluded from that situation. Whether you're trying to recover from an addiction per se, and it seems impossible to remove yourself from that physiological hold that that substance has over you, the behavioral habits that are ingrained in your brain, the lifestyle that you have been leading, to begin to crawl out of that. Even something as simple as being a smoker, that self-identification, I am a smoker. I've always been this way. It's always hard for me to quit. I'm never going to be able to do it. These things get into our unconscious. These things seep into our unconscious because anything you tell yourself over and over and over again, especially I am statements. I am confident. I am powerful. I am capable. I am intelligent. I am worthy. I am worthwhile. I am able. I am a survivor. I am beautiful. I am inherently worthwhile. I am resilient. I am strong. I can weather any storm. These are the kind of I am statements that you need to be making. It is possible for people to be brainwashed. And we tend to live up to the identity that we have of ourselves. And so for these two reasons, repetitive statements of I am always bad, I am never successful, especially after an I am statement, that negative self-talk over and over and over and over and over becomes an autopilot tape in your unconscious. and becomes the self-definition through which you conduct your future behavior by. You don't even recognize that you are brainwashing yourself, like if you were in a cult, being told the same negative material over and over and over and over and over again, beaten down by yourself until you believe and behave in accordance with that. You should believe in an empowering way. You should try to adapt your I am statements and try to remove always and never from your vocabulary. Don't say, I'm broke. Say, I'm facing a money shortage situation. Be careful how you frame the words you use. Be very conscious of how you speak, what you say, because the words that we say are the words that we hear, whether we say them outwardly or just in our head to ourselves. And that inner voice is usually the most critical and most negative, but it becomes automatic to be critical and to become negative. And when you say things always or never in a negative endpoint, that you will never reach your goals, that you will never be good enough, that things are always bad, you begin to shut doors. Your world gets smaller and smaller and smaller as you begin myopically focused on only the bad. It's like when you stub your toe, then suddenly you stub your toe on everything. Where we look is what we see. And if you believe that things are always bad, you will zone out everything that is good, everything that is abundant and grateful and wonderful and worthwhile about yourself, in your life, all the positive happenings, all the beauty that surrounds you in nature, the fact you're breathing, the fact you have internet access. The list could go on and on and on and on and on. And you will notice more and more of the things that affirm that you are unable, always unable, that you are never good enough, because we live up to our own self-definitions. And when you do that, you block doors for yourself. And like I said, your world gets smaller and smaller, and we live up to our own self-definitions. It becomes an autopilot running in our brain that we then live out in our life, and we focus on the things that affirm what we already think. It's a natural process of neurology that we tend to focus on things that confirm our own self-beliefs and our own perceptions. It's much harder to retrain your brain to expand your perceptions, your viewpoints, and to take on information that doesn't already confirm what we already think. So if you program yourself to confirm, then you will constantly be in a negative viewpoint. Also, you miss all the interplay, the both and, the possibly, maybe, could be, might be situations, the gray area. Most of life is gray area. And if you find it difficult to maneuver most of life, because most things are neither 100% good nor 100% bad, and few people do things 100% of the time, yourself or others included, because we can put this out onto other people. You're always late. You always do this when we argue. You never say anything kind to me. You've never done me any favors. You want to push people away, that's a quick way to do it, because they're constantly put on this pendulum, vacillating between being somebody you 100% idolize and somebody you 100% devalue. And nobody does anything, not you, not anyone else, 100% of the time. And very few things in life are 100% good or bad. And so you need to be able to maneuver the 99% of life that is the area and see the big purview of yourself and of others, so you can conduct yourself more effectively in your relationships with yourself and with other people, and maneuver the situations that come up in life more effectively. This is an area broaching emotional intelligence. If you have difficulty living in black or white, either or, nothing in between, you might want to work on your emotional intelligence and recognize that most of life is in the gray area. There's far more that I could say on this topic, but this video has gone on long enough. Try to think before you speak. Oh, and if you speak it aloud, it becomes that much more powerful, because you're both speaking and hearing it audibly and thinking it to impress it into your brain. And the more consistently you do that, the more consistently you embed those connections in your brain to become autopilot, so you behave in a beaten down manner, or a negativistic manner, and you don't even realize you're doing it, because that's just how you are. That's how you've always been. So watch what you think, watch what you speak. Try to remove always or never from your vocabulary, so you can believe in yourself enough to go after what's going to be better for your life, not miss out on all the gray, maneuver more successfully the majority of life that is gray, the in-betweens, and get along with people more effectively. Try not to put always and never statements after I am statements. That's particularly damaging, because again, we live up to our own belief system of our own identity. Unconsciously, we just do, until we can learn to question that, question our identity, and question how we're acting that out. So think about what you think about what you say. Realize that if other people can recover, other people can have stability, other people can have fulfillment, can have happiness, can have healthy relationships, can have healthy bodies, can have a positive outlook. If it's been done by someone, by anyone in history, that means that it can be done. That means that it's possible. Can you do it? Maybe, and maybe not. But the fact that it's been done means that it can be done. So maybe it can be done by you. Don't block yourself off with a never or an always that's to your detriment. And don't define yourself that way. Good morning, goodbye, quote of the day. Never say never. I'm clumsy. Knocking stuff off the shelf. It is Monday. I gotta go back to work from a weekend at my boyfriend's house, and I'm not looking forward to it. It's usually not my favorite thing to do. But maybe I could find some enjoyment in it today. Maybe I'll feel good throughout the work shift, and it'll be a better day than usual. It's possible. This sets me up for a much better Monday. It just might not suck. It doesn't always suck. Neither does anything else. So, try not to say never, ever. Good morning, goodbye. Never say never.